Hello everybody, this is Yellow Bagels, and this video is on my first coins that I have ever collected. Now, I will be showing each type of coin, such as my first type of wheat penny, my first silver dollar, all of that. I'll be showing you guys all that. So let's get started. First off is a 1923 Mercury dime. Now, this was actually my very first coin in my collection. This one is really important to me because I found it on the ground, actually. I found it on the floor of a bank, and after a while of researching, I decided to get more into it, and eventually, that's what brought me to coin collecting. So without this dime, I actually wouldn't even be doing this video right now. So this is one of my favorite pieces. It's a 1923 Mercury dime in average circulated condition. And I was really excited when I first found this. And here, guys, we have my first wheat penny. It is a 1941, just a plain Lincoln cent. I found this, I'm not even sure when I found this, it just kind of appeared. And this was the second coin in my collection. Before I even discovered the coin store, these two coins are basically all I had. But right now, let's focus on the 1941. I always found the wheat design very beautiful, especially because it was one of my first coins. This is, basically one of my first coins in my collection. Moving on, we have my first silver quarter. It is a 1963 Denver, Washington silver quarter. Now, I actually found this one in some old 1970s rolls that my grandfather gave me in Mexico. He used to be a banker, or however you call it. And he actually gave me these, or he gave me some rolls, and I did find a couple silver quarters, which, as a beginning collector, was really awesome for me at the time. And I remember specifically this was the very first one I ever found. This was my very first silver quarter, and the first of many, of course. Next is my first silver half dollar. This is a 1966 40% half dollar. I believe it does not have a mint mark, so that makes it a Pennsylvania mint. It has some really nice toning on it, some natural colorations. It does have a scratch right there, though. I actually found this one in some of my dad's, half dollar rolls. They didn't have much silver, but I did find, I think it was two 40%ers. And this just happened to be my first silver half dollar. So I was actually pretty excited to find this, as I was watching a lot of videos back then about, just collecting silver stuff, finding silver things and just bank rolls, and I was actually excited to be a part of that and find one. Now, this is my very first Indian head cent. It's an 1891p Indian head cent. And I bought it at a store for $1 the very first time I actually went there. And I was so excited to find this because back when I first bought this, I actually thought that Indian head cents were extremely rare. Like, I used to think that this would sell for like $100 online. And I don't know. It's pretty nice. I mean, you have the 1 cent and the old age at least. And it's a really nice coin. I really have a strong sentimental value to these things because they're the first I ever had, of course. Next is my first Buffalo nickel. It is a 1929 Buffalo nickel in around XF. I think that's a cut right there. And I picked this one out because I like the condition and I like the year. I did get this at the store a while ago. I'm not sure how much a while ago. I believe it was in December, and it has a little S mint mark, I believe. Yep, that's an S mint mark. So this was actually my first Buffalo nickel, and I liked it a lot. Here is my first large cent. Now, this is an 1854 corroded braided hair large cent. I bought this one for, I believe, $5 at a coin store back in November of 2016. So I really like this piece because it was big. It reminds me of a really nice coin store trip that I went to. I believe I actually do have the video up from the same pickups video that I bought this coin from. So you can tell it's a bit corroded, but it's a really nice pocket piece, and it's a really nice coin in general. Here we have my first silver dollar. This was also my first Morgan dollar, which was a 1921p Morgan dollar. I picked this one out because I really liked the luster it had. I believe it was $20 at a coin store. And I don't know, I just really liked it for some reason. I'm not sure how I was thinking, to be honest. Now I'm thinking I should have picked a better date. But anyways, this is a really nice coin. And it's my very first Morgan silver dollar. As you can see the luster right there. You can see it shine across. And no, it is not cleaned. I love the denticles on this thing. You see right here, these are called denticles. The little dots that surround the rim of the coin. So on the obverse. This coin is my first peace dollar, and it is also one of my first coins I ever got without actually buying. Now this one I did find in the 1960s coin catch, as I have explained many times before. It's a polished 1922p, and I don't know, even though it's polished, it's a really nice coin to have. At least to have free silver. I mean, I found it behind my fridge too. That's the weird part. This one right here is my first Walking Liberty half dollar. It's a 1940p. I did get this a couple months back, I believe in November or December of 2016. If you go to my Instagram page, which is Yellow Bagels, also, I actually have an original video of this where you can see when I first bought it. This is my first Walking Liberty half dollar, and I really enjoy the design, at least for the first time I had ever seen it, because I have some SAEs, American Silver Eagles, that I actually had before this, and it was really cool to see the Walking Liberty design, but on the size of a half dollar, to see it really small. Boop. Now this is a 1961 Benjamin Franklin half dollar proof. As you can actually see the reflection on my phone, which I believe I said the same thing on the video that I got this from. I also bought this with the 1854 large cent that I showed you guys earlier. This was from the same shop, and I was really happy to find this at the bottom price of $10. And it was actually my first proof coin, and I loved it. It was really nice, and I still love it to this day. Now here is my first straight bust large set. Not only my first straight bust large set, but also my entire straight bust type coin. It's an 1807 in AG3. I bought this at a coin store for $20. And it's really nice. You can see the outline of the head right there. And these come really expensive, at least in higher grades like XF, AU. Even VF or F can sell for at least a couple $100s. That's why an AG3 example would cost $20. I still think I was pretty lucky to get it at that price though. Now this right here is my first Flying Eagle cent. I got this for 5 cents at my coin store. And it came in a little junk coin lot, or I found it in the junk bin. But it's kind of corroded, as you can see, but it has G6 details. And it was an 1857 Flying Eagle cent, and it was my first one, of course. Now here I have my first Seated Liberty dime and Seated Liberty type coin. It's an 1888S silver dime that I paid like $5 for. It was a really affordable piece at the time for me, and it's just, I'm not sure, I just really like the design on it, how you can see the little shield parts, and the year, which is weird. It just, the 1888, the 3/8 look like a whole ton of little squigglies. Also has an S mint mark, nice to find a coin that old, silver and a mint mark, and I just found it really cool. Now this coin I have a lot of sentimental value to, because this not only was my first cap bust type coin, cap bust type dime, but This one I got for, I believe it was like $3 or $4 on eBay. Now, I really loved this design at the time. I was really into it. I was just desperately looking for an affordable piece with the cat bust design. Now, this is a later date, as you know, I believe it ended in 1838 or 1839, maybe even 1837. But this is an 1836 cat bust dime, and even though it's like an AG3 condition, these apparently are worth around $17 to $20 that I got for $4. So that was really nice to find. Now this next coin that I'm about to show you is definitely one of the most expensive coins in my collection. This specific coin I worked extremely hard for. I spent, I think it was 2 weeks just doing as many chores as I could, doing as much work as I could because I don't have a job that pays me yet. I'm working as a lifeguard. I'm getting off topic also, but this is an 1832 cat bust $1/2 in XF condition. This is such a beautiful coin. It was my first cat bust $1/2, and I keep it in this little case. If you see any scratches, it's because of the case. The case has actually some pretty major scratches on it that make it look like it's part of the coin. But you can see it has the full Liberty. It has it has a lot of detail in the hair and the little bandana dress knot thing. You can see how the eyes and the detail on the face. I love this design, honestly, and I like how you can see how it was a late die or it was minted in later 1832 because you can see how the stars kind of edge out to the outwards. And man, I just love the detail on this coin. It has the full lines on the shield, E pluribus unum, whatever. It's just one of my favorite coins in my collection, and I honestly just, it's beautiful. Alright guys, so that's gonna end the video for now. I hope you had a really good time watching, and I hope you learned a lot. And I love to share with you guys. Why don't you guys share in the comments what your first coins were, if you still recognize them. Anyways, I'll be looking out for you guys. Good luck and happy hunting. Good night, everyone.